is the great question. Even posing it that way suggests consciousness is a something rather than a process, a form, or an entity. So it seems to me that every living thing, because it has sensitivity to its surroundings, no matter how tiny it uh, is in communication between its insides and its outsides. This, for me, is the beginning of consciousness. Of course, it's an enormous scale from the bottom to the top, from the sensitivity, say, of an amoeba to the sensitivity of a dog, the sensitivity of a human being. I kind of look at it as a maybe a funnel shape or vortex, where down here would be the tiny limited sphere of awareness, say, of an amoeba. And then as the creature gets more complex, the field of attention or its capacity gets wider until you come up to the human being, whose capacity for at least attention in the abstract realm seems to be greater than other creatures. But we have other creatures whose awareness, say, in the realm of smell or sight or sound, far exceeds ours because their nervous system is constructed in such a way that those biological computers are sensitive to other energy wavelengths and vibrations that we're not. So however the creature is structured and programmed, they will be susceptible to sensing and interacting with various qualities of energetic vibration in their surroundings. What is in the creature that is responding to this? Because you got three factors. You have what's coming in from the surroundings. You have the internal instrument that is able to receive aspects of this. And then you've got something that is witness to it and responds to it at whatever level it is capable of it. So personally now, it seems to me that consciousness is a sensitivity to universal energies. Is that sensitivity itself an energy? I don't know. And is that even relevant? Jung talked about the collective unconscious, that all of the psychic activity of all of humankind is collected somewhere in some psychological dimension, and that each of us has some degree of access to that, and that sometimes it actually intrudes, comes out in dreams, it's there in symbols, and that there are patterns, we call it archetypes, but they're psychic patterns that lie behind the expression of at least human beings, maybe all sensitive life forms. So I'm thinking now that consciousness may be an aspect of the cosmic void, the same void that the universe came out of, the same void that subatomic particles appear and disappear into, the same void that surrounds all of the neurons in our body. It seems to be one universal space. And somehow in that space, correlated with it, or an aspect of it, or moving through it, is something that can be aware. And we are aware of its capacities dependent on our structure. So presumably if there are, and we often in science fiction, we wonder, are there alien civilizations that are so much smarter and greater than we are? Well, if there are, they've developed more capacity and more sensitivity to the universal. But what is it inside of all of these life forms? It must be something universal. Perhaps this is what religion has called God. Perhaps this is what spirituality points to, some other label. But I think what we're moving to in terms of this reconciliation between science and spirituality is the recognition that we cannot understand the universe. There can't be any grand unified theory without including consciousness. And consciousness is the very thing that is asking the question, inventing the instruments, and studying the data to try and understand itself. So it may be a much larger version of the question, who am I?
Oh, that's